Hey guys, I accidentally clicked the stop recording button. So after game one, there's going to be an extra video in this particular draft because I did that. So we're recording a new video, but it's game two of round three of an Oath of the Gatewatch draft. Okay, I think this. Oh, there's no red. Man, why is there no red? Yeah, I think I have to mulligan. It's okay. It's better than our other one was in the last game. See what we have on top. We need to not draw a bunch more lands. I will take that. It is a creature, at least. Drawing a large creature in that game would have been great. Although he had isolation zone, so it probably wouldn't have mattered. All right. So hold on to our reality hemorrhage. May get to hemorrhage his reality at the end of his turn if he plays like Ondu War Cleric or something like that here. That is what we'll do. Or that. That too. So reality hemorrhage. Hey, that'll get us to Deathless Behemoth sooner. I wonder if our opponent has equipment or is just running that thing as an ally. It is hard to know. I'm just going to swing and hope he doesn't have equipment. I wouldn't block even if he did because I can play Death. Which is pretty sweet. Turn 5, Deathless Behemoth. Okay. Well, there goes that plan. We take 2. Radiant Flames, huh? I think I just hold on to it. I can't do anything else this turn, and I could kill his one Stonehaven dude. But based on what we saw in the last game, chances are decent that he plays another creature that can be Radiant Flames. And I'm okay. I mean, I just end up taking 2 more damage this way. What's happening right now? A trick? Leading by example. Wow. We didn't see any support in game 1, so now our Radiant Flames is just a dead card. Could have still used it. Did he? Wasn't tapped out. Maybe he was. So yeah, Radiant Flames just became god awful. All right, so we play our big. Hope he can hold down the fort and not get isolation zoned. If he taps 4 mana, including double white, I'm gonna be not very happy. All right. That feels good. Not to. I probably should have held on to that land. Just gonna go ahead and play Wave Wing. So wish I'd Radiant Flames that Stonehaven away. I can't remember if he was tapped out or not, though. I think he probably was. He just played Reflector Mage on turn 3, so yeah. Nice. All right, so we're going to slip through space on our Deathless Behemoth. I think I'm going to... No, it's not really worth swinging. With the Wave Wing, obviously. I think I hold on to the land. I probably swing with my Wave Wing next turn. If I can pump it up. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really see a reason to play him now when I can potentially play him later. I mean, he can't get through my board real effectively right now anyway. So I'm going to swing with Wave Wing. His Netcaster can't kill it without a trick or something, or removal, or, you know, but all of those things are always true, so. All right. Okay. We will hit our turn. Games, I guess, if we wanted, and then Reckless Bushwhacker if we have to. But I don't think I'm going to do that in the near future. Tar Snare. Tar Snare would finish it. No, Natural Aggression will work. They're both dead, though, if you do that. Man, he really wanted that thing dead. He may need to process. In which case, I'm going to be sad. No. No processing. Okay. I'm going to swing with my... Oh, no, I'm not, because I misclicked. I am having some mouse problems today between ending the recording of the last one and what I just did. I'm going to hold on to that mountain, though. That was bad. Real bad. Potentially game-breaking, even. I mean... Ruin Processor? That would be bad. If you didn't know. Endbringer. Okay. That's pretty bad, but not quite as bad as Ruin Processor would be. Okay. Interesting. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Ancient Crab. Then I'm gonna play Reckless Bushwhack. Just imagine if I'd actually swung with my Deathless Behemoth last turn. Then I'm gonna swing all of these things. All of them. We're both in top deck mode. He has to give up more here. Oh, his Warden would... So, how about like that instead? Because at least then we have one creature. Although his has Vigilant. Let's do that. That's 7, 9, 7, 10, 12. So it's lethal. He has to block something. And taking it all would be like great for us. So we're okay with that if that's what he decides to do. But my plan is to like Radiant Flames in the second main phase and blow up the rest of his board after he deals with most of my board. If I'd swung with this Deathless Behemoth the turn I should have, we'd probably have won the game. But, you know, you can't control everything. Oh, if he just blocks like that, we are going to be ecstatic. Ecstatic. Just block like that. Do it. Okay. I mean, we do lose our dude, our Reckless dude, but, you know, he's got Reckless in his name. And then we get to take down 2 of his creatures with Radiant Flame and only 1 of ours. So that's pretty good. We get rid of the Inbringer, the War Cleric, and then we're left with a 6/6 and a 1/5. So not bad. Drawing a land there, though. What's that about? I think we swing with our Deathless Behemoth. If he has a way to deal with it, he has a way to deal with it. If he doesn't, he's just going to be like chumping. Okay, he's probably got something. Right? Unless he's so worried about like Titan's strength that he double blocked. Nah, he's got something. Lithomancer's focus would be real bad. Why'd you do it there? Oh, because I could have killed both. That's why. I would have killed both anyway, so all right. Well, we leave him with his 2/3, and we have our 1/5. Again, if I hadn't misclicked earlier, okay. Well, one of us will draw a spell eventually. It'll probably be him first. Interesting. You got something else? No. Okay. You are, in fact, a creature. And with the help of a spell, you can... So... All right. What does he go after here? Yeah, that makes sense. That could have actually potentially won the game. That is not what he wanted to see, I don't think. When he's at this low of life. Removal? No. Good. Okay, so we just end our turn, hold up our containment membrane. I mean, hold up usually means you're going to like play the spells. I doubt he swings anyway. At least probably not. Ooh, things are about to get sketchy if we can't kill him quickly. We don't really want that to happen. We need to draw it. I mean, even without a colorless spell, we're still in pretty good shape, but that support's going to make things kind of ugly. Well, that Cinder Hellion for the win. All right, on to game 3. So once again, although in the other game, in round 1, I actually made like a legitimate play mistake. In that one, I didn't actually do what I meant to do. But again, I managed to make it out despite a mistake. So maybe I should just make more mistakes. I seem to lose games when some kind of mistake happens. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. We got all the removal we would ever want. Well, not really. I mean, more would be better. But we also have an early drop, so I like it. And an early drop who likes all of these things. I would have loved like 4 Umara Entanglers, actually. But we only got 1. All right. Didn't see any equipment yet, but slip through space with the Entangler is pretty nice, especially when you also have containment membrane. I mean, it's not as nice as in the last game we did it with our Deathless Behemoth, which was very nice. All right. We take 2. Okay, well that thing's going to be a real big problem for us. I'm going to play Cultivator Drone here instead of the other options. We do have ways to kill it, but we need to do it before he gets to Tapping it down is not ultra effective. Clutch is pretty effective, but not amazing. I think really only our like burn spells, which we only have one that can kill that thing, is what we're gonna need. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I could double block that, and I think I would at this point. But he decided not to swing, so now we don't get to. Even with all that mana up, like, I think it's worth the gamble there. Okay, so now I'm going to use... yeah. We do have one, we haven't seen it, but the boulder volley or whatever the hell it's called. We have that somewhere, but we haven't seen it. All right, and I'll end my turn there. Natural connection. Okay, so he's now at 6. That's bad. Support can only go on other creatures is the plus side. Right now he only has 1 in play. So I can clutch it next turn. Or if he plays a big 6-drop here instead of using the support, I would do that instead, obviously. So luckily it cannot pump itself. So Boulder Salvo, that's what I'm thinking of. We do have one, it just hates us. And I don't think we've seen it the whole game. Yeah, that's clutch. Clutch is gonna have to happen to that instead. For sure. And we'll make an island into a dude. It's too bad in game 1 we got screwed so bad. I mean, even if we end up losing this game, which seems possible if we can't deal with this thing soon, we have put up, we won one game and we've put up, a decent defense in the others. So is that worth it? I think it probably is. I mean, it makes support a lot less good if you can't actually put it on something, So yeah, he's gonna. Ooh, vines. I forgot about that thing. Okay. All right then. In my turn, he's gonna play that creature again with the awakening. Bad embodiment of insight. I'm gonna block this. I don't know if he realizes he can't support it, but it doesn't die. And then if he uses support, then this'll still hit me for 1 more. So it's probably worth supporting because it is other creatures. Yeah, I would be pretty happy if he taps 6 here, thinking it can kill this. Not. Yeah, it can't. So he just used a turn to do 1 more damage. I feel pretty good about that. Too bad we don't have our island untapped. Okay, well we have 1,000 containment membranes. We can contain everything if we so desire. I'm going to contain that. And do I want to swing with my cultivator drone? I could. Then he plays embodiment of insight in a land. Yeah, that sounds bad. And freaking embodiment of insight has freaking vigilance. But I think we still do it. So Containment Membrane can never deal with Embodiment of Insight is my point there. He's going to play his Embodiment now almost for sure. Ooh, well, if he was going to, he would have played his land second. So does he have something even scarier than Embodiment of Insight? Not so much, but it gets good with support. It can bust through this board, sort of. I can also just double block it, though. Good. So that's good. Gives us a bit of insight, which is inevitably coming our way. See, Radiant Flames right now, like before he's able to support, would have been good-ish. No, I guess it wouldn't have been that good. Probably should have sided it out, actually, after I saw the support. Although, I mean, it ended up being big in the other game, despite everything. Yeah, there's that embodiment. At least we have a bigger creature than it for now. It's not going to last. I can at least use it in response to stuff. Like in response to support. But yeah, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good right this moment. I can kill Scion Summoner. That's what I would kill in response to support, I guess. I mean, if I could get him to block somehow, like right now. He doesn't have the mana for support. He could, like, you know, let's swing. There's not a lot of downside. If he throws absolutely everything in front of it, I can still kill 3 creatures. Yeah, and he would lose some important creatures if he lets that happen. So he could also still have that support card, the instant speed one, but we'll have to see. All right, he's just taking it. Like I said, not a whole lot of downside there. If he blocked, we would have almost been happier. Of course, if he'd blocked, it probably meant he had his card that gives... Oh, he has Hissing Quagmire? Might have to reality hemorrhage that freaking thing. I kind of missed that. Yeah, kind of missed it. Like, if he plays a land and then... Ugh. Embodiment of Fury, man. I mean, the good news is if he puts a bunch of counters on one specific creature, we can lock it. Would not mind my slip through space or my merfolk who makes things unblockable right now. I can tell you that. Okay. All right. All right. Interesting. I think we swing again, and now we have other ways of making it go badly for our opponent. And if he takes it again, we just kill him with 2 reality hemorrhages. He can use his Quagmire. And if he does that, he then doesn't have enough mana for support. So, Deathless Behemoth, man. Pretty good right here, although the double reality hemorrhage is part of what makes him so good. What are you doing? Yeah, that's what he's doing. And now he doesn't have the mana for support. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he does. Okay. So we're probably going to have to burn both of our reality hemorrhages to kill it if we want our behemoth to live, which is not ideal. Oh, no, he doesn't have enough. 2, 3. Oh, he does if he uses the Quagmire, but then the Quagmire won't be able to block. So I'm going to do this. See what it prompts our opponent to do. Yeah, he's going to use the Quagmire. And he's going to lose a Scion in the process. To use support 2. So it appears, anyway. But now he doesn't have a good block. So, you know, it kind of works out. That's why he's like rethinking this now. He's like, if I leave mana up for support instead of, and then just let my Quagmire die. Oh, then he doesn't have mana for support. So, I mean, I guess he could use and then use support. That's not too terrible. It's kind of surprising, like, because we only have 3 creatures that we've even like been able to combat this board, but when one of them's dead, yeah, he's thinking hard about what he wants to do here. Real hard. Of course, I've done a lot of tanking in this tournament too, so I mean, you know, I can also containment membrane that thing now if I felt like it. If he doesn't let it die, that's probably what I would do. Would it fall off? It would. It wouldn't count actually because he would stop being a creature. So never mind. Wouldn't work because it says creature, not permanent or something like that. What's he thinking about doing is my question. Like supporting and blocking. I mean, that might actually be better. But if he only double blocks, I can end up using Reality Hemorrhage and killing the other blocker. Or killing 2 blockers. But he also gets rid of my biggest threat and would probably still have his... I mean, he still has Jiraga Infiltrator. What is this thing? Auxiliary. That's what it is. It's a Jiraga Auxiliary. He does lose this Scion, like, no matter what, if he wants to use his support right now. If that's what he's doing, I guess he could actually be doing something else. But what is there? He doesn't have the double white necessary for Royal's Retribution, and that wouldn't kill Deathless Behemoth anyway. Whisk away or sweep away, I guess, would be good. Like I said, man, too bad we got mana screwed so hard in game 1. Our deck actually turned out to be pretty good. I wasn't ultra confident about it, but seems like it was definitely capable of going 3-0, even though it didn't. I mean, it might. I guess it's not over yet. I mean, I guess what I meant is it's capable of going 3-0, even though it didn't look like it was going to go 3-0 to me. But that's part of the variance of Magic. I've also had decks that looked way better than this go 1-2, so. Or worse. All right, well, I'm going to pause until our opponent figures out what he wants to do. All right, so the opponent is doing support 2 to save this and pump that. Now, do I Reality Hemorrhage the summoner in response? I can, but that opens up some... I mean, he has to double block with his embodiment, I guess, at least. So I think that's what I do here. Is Hemorrhage Reality a second time. Making the second support token do nothing. Use the first one to save the guy, so it won't have an immediate impact on this turn. And now he has to decide how he wants to block. I would kill the embodiment if he blocked with it like in any way, shape, or form. If he's just... Too bad we don't have another trick or something. But yeah, we'll kill that embodiment and be pretty okay with that. So I'm pretty sure if I put this containment membrane on the Quagmire... I'll look up a rule. I'm 99% sure it would fall off once he stops being a creature. Can an enchant creature stay on something that stops being a creature? Pretty sure the answer is no, but I'm double checking because Yes, it does fall off. That's what I thought. Darn. But we're still in decent shape. I mean, this Quagmire can start beating us down, but we still have 2 containment membranes to hold back any other large creatures, and we're at a decent life total. So that feels good. Our opponent spent a long time in the tank there. Ooh, that's ugly. Okay, all right. Have some value. That hurts. It hurts. We are in trouble now, I'd say. Especially drawing a mountain like that. I mean, we can still stop these creatures if we have to. With contain, he's gonna attack. Do I double block it? I don't think I do. I think I can just slap a membrane on it, and yeah. So now he can play his embodiment again. I mean, we're in definite trouble here. Ooh, one of those too. He can also play his embodiment, so he will. Right. Okay, you are a creature. I appreciate that about you, Nettle Drone. You do at least create some problems for our opponent. So yeah, we're going to containment membrane. So this can become a 4/5, and this can become a 5/5 with support. I think I double block the embodiment. Is that actually how I want to do that, though? I mean, yeah, I think that is how we want to do it. Support, they have 6 toughness. Yeah, and I'm a 5, so I keep both and kill the embodiment. If he has another card with support, then obviously we're in trouble, but I think it's a good calculated risk, especially because we can containment membrane the other one. Stop this. Oh, he's down to 45 seconds. If we win this one, it'll probably only be on time because our opponent's board is impressive. Well, this is interesting. So, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna ping my opponent for 1 and then use the slip. See if we can draw into some more action. We'll make this unblockable. Man, Fumarole, what's your deal? Why are you showing up now? We're going to put containment membrane number 3 onto that thing. And we're going to play our Fumarole, who next turn at least can start actually doing something. So what happens if our opponent swings with everything right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I block the 2 biggest things. That's the only way I have any hope. He can't swing with that, really, actually. So I think we still get another turn, although his Hissing Quagmire can also swing. I think we're probably dead after Hissing Quagmire is activated. My God, what is he doing? Kozilek, the Great Distortion. You're gonna run out of time with all those triggers. I don't want to win. Interesting that he did that. It's going to be very hard for him not to run out of time. This is very weird. He could have probably killed me there, but he decided to be cool and play his Kozilek. He might still be able to kill me, but he has 1 second. I don't want to win like that. Well, I won like that. I couldn't control what my opponent did. Well, we went 3-0. Probably should have lost that game, but maybe he couldn't have killed me with all the attacks, but Kozilek's trigger, making him draw cards, then like everything, like just going to attack with everything would have been way faster. But I don't think I've ever won a round 3 on time before, so, but I'll take it. Radiant Flames ended up being pretty good. Fumarole, which was like our accidental first pick because I got disconnected, was one of the better cards in the deck. So there you go. But Deathless Behemoth was probably the MVP.